Alrighty class, this is 3.3 warm-up, how to read a ruler in centimeters or millimeters, okay? So the first video is how to read the ruler in inches, which uses a system of fractions, which could be difficult. For a what we call a metric ruler, which is also a tool that we use to measure distance in centimeters. Everything is much easier because you only have some whole numbers, and then you have exactly 10 marks between each number. Okay, and they are equally spaced out. And all you need to do is you just need to count. Okay, so the whole numbers are the whole numbers, the whole centimeters. Every little mark that you see between, the two whole numbers is a decimal, okay? So it's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, and so forth, okay? So what do I mean by that, okay? So this is part of a ruler. Here is 0. Sometimes it starts here, sometimes it starts there. So you want to be very careful, okay? Be very observant and make sure that you don't make a mistake where to start measuring from, okay? So for this one, it starts here. That's your 0 mark. And then from that, this distance all the way to here is 1 centimeters. Okay? Or 1 centimeter. Okay, and in between 1 centimeter, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 of those marks. Okay? And each one is 0.1. Not 1 point, but rather, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.6, and so forth, okay? All right. Also notice that there is a longer bar, okay? The 5th bar is always longer. That's just for representation, so you can quickly tell when you are halfway between the two whole numbers, okay? So this one here is a half mark. This is a half mark. Those are your 0.5. Okay, this is your 0.5, and it's just there visually. It's more pleasant, and it's a quick way of you to identify when you are halfway between two whole numbers. All right, so always make sure that you pay attention to the units on your ruler. This one is telling you that every little mark means 1 millimeter. Okay, so in case you don't remember from your science class, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, for millimeters, okay? Why? Because there are 10 of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in 1 centimeter, there are 10 millimeters. There are 10 of those marks. So each one is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, and so forth. So when you add them, so remember, just make sure that you count and use that point and then the number of bars following it. Okay, let's see how long this is. Okay, so let's say if I want to measure this pencil. Okay, so again, this is very easy. All you need to do is make sure that you line up the beginning of your length with 0. Okay, so this is already lined up right there. And you want to mark the end of your object. And you want to, of course, read that whole number. So we know it's at least 7 centimeters long. And then you just want to count how many of those little sections you have. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you could either write down your answer as 7.5 centimeters, or if they want the answer in millimeters, then multiply that by 10 and you can get 75 millimeters. Okay, or if you are going from millimeters to centimeters, then you divide. Okay, 75 divided by 10 is going to give you 7.5. But just to make it easy for you, read the whole number, count the number of small markings, and just use a decimal. That's probably the easiest way for you to read your rulers. Okay. All right, let's do a quick exercise here. I don't think there are that many here, so I'm just going to do a couple of these for you, okay? Where is A? Okay, so A is right here. Okay, so I see that it's at least 1 centimeters, and then if I count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, oh, I should have just known that. You remember that longer bar? That means it's the half mark point. Okay, so A is equal to 1.5 centimeters, or multiply by 10, and that is 15 millimeters. All right, where is C? C is right here. So it is 4 and 1, 2, so 4.2. Okay, so C is 4.2 centimeters, or multiply that by 10, 42 millimeters. I forgot to write my millimeters up here. Okay, I'm going to do one more. 8, not 8, but F. This is where F is. So it is at least 8 centimeters long, and then it's 1 mark, so 8.1, and that is F. 8.1 centimeters or 81 millimeters. All right, this is how you read a ruler in centimeters. This is the easier way of measuring things, more precise also, because you are not talking about fractions, you are just talking about a nice number 10. Okay, all right, we will see you later for the warm-up on angles. Okay, how do we measure angles? Bye.